All the links to the original posts are given in the description. So now let's head straight to the video. My fiancé and her night with a coworker. My fiancé and I are supposed to be married in just a few weeks. My fiancé got selected for a work trip last minute to another country. She has been gone for 7 days and is due to return in 3 days. Last night she called me around midnight as I was going to sleep, saying she was calling for bad reason. She had gone out with a male co-worker the previous night and had a few glasses of wine while he also drank. They were at a bar, and when it was time to go back to their hotel, she told me she could not walk straight and had to lean on him the whole time to get back. Once back at the hotel, he walked her into her room where I believe she went and lied down on her bed. I'm not 100% sure on the details, but at some point he was also on the bed and the two cuddled. She said there was little to no kissing involved, and the two cuddled until he vocalized that he should leave, to which she agreed. So he left. She has never given me any reason to not trust her. We have been together for 6.5 years. She called me immediately once she woke up and told me what she could recollect. She told me she was missing me and that I was all she could see. How do I respond? Now let's move on to the second story. I am a first-time stay-at-home mom of an 8-month-old. My husband makes me feel like I can't complain about bad days. My husband is an attorney and he works incredibly hard. It's currently his busiest season and he's been working 14-minute 16-hour days. I do what I can to support him, making sure he has a decent lunch and dinner and taking full responsibility of our son from when he wakes up to when he goes to bed at night. Our son is at an age where I cannot be out of his eyesight without a meltdown. I cannot go to the bathroom, run to another room to grab something, or sometimes even turn my gaze away from him without a meltdown. He's also teething, so he's been pretty much only doing contact naps. He's 8 months old, not at an age where he can regulate or control any of this. The last several days he has spent the majority of the day whining, crying, screaming, or being held by me. On top of that, the baby and I have both been sick on and off for 3 weeks. My husband's entire family are coming to visit, Thursday through Sunday. I have not been able to get anything done without hearing crying. I've put him in his bouncer while I'm cleaning or doing something, but he just cries. I try to push through, but it's hard to listen to all day and my patience has been running thin. Yesterday was especially difficult. I spent half the day crying myself because I was just so frustrated and overwhelmed by the constant stimulation. I texted my husband to let him know I was having a really difficult day and was super overwhelmed. I told him I didn't need anything, but I wanted him to know my state of mind when he got home so he didn't think my mood was directed at him. I told him I would probably sit in silence or watch a movie with wine that night to just decompress. I never text him while he's at work, but I was really struggling and knew an argument would likely happen if I snapped at him after he was home. He did not take it well. He responded by saying how dare I pile more onto him. He told me if I was looking for something extra from him that it wasn't happening, and if I wasn't, I was just hijacking and wasting his time. I felt really hurt by this response, and we didn't speak until this morning when he told me he wouldn't be speaking to me until I apologized for the bullshit I pulled. We then argued and he told me I was entitled and out of touch with reality. He told me I should consider getting a job because he's over our arrangement if I can't get through a bad day without burdening him with it. I feel like I deserve to be supported even when he's having a hard time at work, but maybe I'm totally in the wrong. He will not back down and says I'm delusional if I think I'm in any way right in this. I honestly feel crazy, like I made a big deal out of nothing. Today was just as hard and I felt like I have no one to turn to because I can't burden my husband. How do I handle this moving forward or reframe my point of view? Now let's move on to the third story. Boyfriend's friend refers to our baby as her son. TLDR. Boyfriend's friend refers to our son as her son, and it really rubs me the wrong way. My boyfriend and I had a son 6 months ago, and when one of his childhood girlfriends first met him, she said, "Hi, my son." It really rubbed me the wrong way. I would never call someone else's child my son. I felt disrespected and it made me question their relationship. My boyfriend said they were just childhood friends. I saw some messages between them recently and she asked him, "How is our son?" It makes me so upset, again questioning their relationship. I do not at all think they have something going on now, but I question their past. Why would she call him her son? Why is my boyfriend not telling her not to say that? It makes me so angry just thinking about those messages. It makes me wonder if they have some kind of agreement I'm not aware of, but I'm not sure if I'm being massively insecure, which is probably what my boyfriend would say if I brought it up. I don't know how to bring it up or if I'm overreacting and she simply just says it without it having any meaning behind it. Now for the last story. Husband forcing me to ask parents about my inheritance. My husband's mom unfortunately passed away due to illness 15 years ago and left him some inheritance. We've been married for 8 years and recently he said he put me as a beneficiary to this inheritance. Then one night he got angry saying it's unfair that I know his inheritance, but he doesn't know mine. Well, my parents are very much still kicking, so I don't know my inheritance either. To make our marriage even, he demands that I ask my father for the amount of inheritance I'm expected to get. and also put in writing he's a beneficiary if I died. Do you think this is reasonable or appropriate? I feel like it's very inappropriate to ask my parents about this, especially when they are only in their 62nd. What's the best way to approach this?
If you like the story, hit the like and don't forget to subscribe the channel, and thanks for watching.